Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Normally, we kick off our community rewards with a big gathering. That's just not possible this year, so we thank you for joining us over Zoom. To get things started today, I'd like to introduce our President and CEO, Corey Newsome, who will say a few words. Corey?
Thanks, Michelle. Just wanted to welcome everybody to our community rewards this year. You guys, I think you probably know that we're new to the community. We've been there about a year, and we've been welcomed with such open arms. We feel like this is a way for us to try to get back into the community that we're so proud to be a part of. I want to give you a little bit of background on how community rewards has worked in the Lubbock market that we've been doing for about the last 13 years. So far, we've given away $660,000 to different nonprofits, but we've done this in a way that we don't make the decision of who actually gets it. The local community actually gets out there and votes and determines which organizations are the most important to them and what they're so passionate about. So this is something that this year we wanted to expand it into the Permian. We wanted to be running the same thing that we're running in Lubbock and the Permian at the same time, and we're going to be contributing $60,000 into both communities. So this is what you've got to do. You've got to figure out how to go out there and get different constituents of yours to go vote at city.bank for your organization so that you can be one of the winners of the multiple prizes that will total up to the $60,000. Last year in Lubbock alone, we had over 300,000 votes of people actually getting out there and voting on a daily basis, trying to make sure that the organization that they were the most passionate about actually got a check at the end of the deal. But the check's just a small part of it. If this thing works like it's supposed to work, the money will be a great benefit. But the awareness that you will be able to expand and bring to your organization should be something that money can't even put a price tag on. You know, in the years past, we've had different organizations that got really close to what their prize was supposed to be, to win it. And we had one year that they didn't win, but people that had been voting for it decided they were going to make up the money and give it to them anyway. Because they're so passionate about what they do. You guys know that this year has been challenging for all of us. For us to be sitting here, starting out a community rewards program that's on Zoom, who would have ever thought we would be doing this? But it's okay, because we're going to make the very best of it that we possibly can. So as we kick this thing off, we want you guys to get creative on how you can go out there and let others know how to go vote for you at city.bank. You know, the thing for us to be able to contribute the money back into the community is the easy thing. For you to do what you do on a daily basis, to give back in such a tireless effort to, so many times the things that you do, you may feel like that it's thankless at times, but I'm telling you, you make such a difference. And we know that you're making a difference. And we want to lift you up. We want to support you. And we want to give you a vehicle to go out there and let others know what you're doing. So take advantage of community rewards. I'd love to think that every one of you are a winner, but we know that it's going to be get out there, and it's going to be who gets out there and votes and rallies their troops to try to make sure that they sing their praises the highest and get out there and vote for them. So we just wanted to say thank you for letting us in the community. Thank you for welcoming us with open arms, and we want you to be successful with community rewards this year. We hope this is something that we are able to bring back to you year after year and let you find different ways to go out there and be successful with this. So Michelle, I'm going to turn it back to you, and let's go out there and let's hopefully have a lot of fun with this year.
Thank you, Corey. Now we have Curtis Griffith, our chairman of the board, who's going to say a few words. Curtis.
Thanks, Michelle, and welcome to all of you. This is exciting for us. As Corey indicated, it's a lot of fun. It's really strange to be doing it this way this year, but it's still going to work. We've done a lot of things over our history. We started way back in 1941 in my hometown of Morton, Texas, and my family got involved in the bank about 20 years after that, 1961, when Dad and a handful of other farmers and businessmen acquired the bank. And we always worked with the idea in mind that the best thing a bank can do is try to make their community more successful. Well, part of that over the years as we grew and developed is finding ways that we can give back to the community in areas outside of simply making loans and taking deposits. And we found community rewards to be a great way to do that. Over the years, we made some acquisitions. We expanded across the state of Texas. We have locations everywhere from down in Houston all the way back up here to Lubbock, over in New Mexico. And about a year ago, we acquired West Texas State Bank. They're right down there in the Permian, locations in Odessa and Midland and Kermit and Monahans and Fort Stockton. And all of those communities now are part of our communities. So we want to do things that's going to make those communities better places to live for all of us. We are so excited to be partnering with all of you to work toward that goal. If we can do something now to, and as Corey indicated, increase the awareness in your communities of what you do and all the great work that you and your volunteers put in to make those communities great places to live. If we can add a little bit of money to that and hopefully a whole lot of publicity, that's going to be good for all of us. So right now, we're just excited to participate. We are so excited to be down there in those communities. We're looking for many, many years of success there. We thank you for being involved with this, and we thank you for working with Citibank. So with that, I will turn it back to Michelle.
Thank you, Curtis. So let's talk about community rewards. So community rewards, as Corey and Curtis mentioned, started in 2008 as a way to give back to the Lubbock area nonprofits, and since then we've awarded $660,000 to more than 140 nonprofits throughout Lubbock and the South Plains. This year we're launching in the Permian Basin, so we will be giving a grand total of $120,000 to between the South Plains, $60,000 there, and Permian Basin, $60,000 there. So how does it work? Well, first of all, if you've already registered, you should return your IRS determination letter by Wednesday, November 4th, and you can email that to communityrewards@city.bank. So we have 6 categories that people will be voting in: basic human needs, health and wellness, youth development and advocacy, education and youth services, community contribution and leadership, and animal welfare and environment. So everyone is in one of those categories, and your supporters will need to vote for you in that category. You may vote at city.bank/communityrewards. You can bookmark that link, or if you go to city.bank beginning November the 8th, there will be a place where it will take you to the Community Rewards link. Voting is from November 8th through December 13th. So at that link, again, your supporters can vote in the South Plains region and also in the Permian Basin region, since we know there are a lot of people that support both communities. The voting, November 8th to December 13th, people may vote one vote per hour per email address. We had a question earlier, can they all vote on the same iPad? As long as they are voting from their own email address and once per hour, then that is acceptable. The top 5 in each category, in no particular order, will be updated daily, and that'll be at the bottom of the website. This voting is open to everyone, not just Citibank customers. However, you must be 18 years or older to vote. And we do not allow any systematic voting or software-assisted programs. So each year we partner with a corporation called Smooth Fusion. They help us develop the website and the voting system. So both Smooth Fusion and Citibank will be reviewing the voting every day to ensure that all the rules are being followed. The prize amounts are listed here. So each first place winner in each category will receive $4,000. Second place in each category, $2,000. Third, $1,500. Fourth, $1,000, and fifth place is $500. We will also, at the end of this presentation, announce our 6 early reward winners, and they will each receive $500. And then finally, the top overall vote getter in all 6 categories will receive an additional $3,000. So registration is currently opening. That will end on Wednesday. Voting begins on Sunday, November the 8th, and will end on December 13th. Winners will be announced December 17th, and you will be notified by telephone before then. And you can keep track of your organization's progress throughout the voting period on the Community Rewards website. So how do you get people to vote for you? Here's a few tips. that we've seen over the years, over the last 13 years. Some things to consider. Encourage voting through your own communication channels, whether that's maybe a weekly newsletter you send out, emails, flyers. If you have text messages that you send out to your community, then that's a great way to encourage them to vote. Also, utilize your social media to get your community to vote. The key is consistency. And the more you can remind people to vote, the better your chances. So we do have images you can use for social media. We'll send those out later this week. Also, share the post from our social media accounts. Facebook is @CityBankOnline, and our Instagram account is @CityBank. Also, if you have questions about anything that we've discussed today, then you can email communityrewards@city.bank, me, Michelle Hoagland, or Kelsey Tubb. Our email addresses are down there. I do know that maybe you have some concerns. Maybe you're not a big nonprofit in your area. You're just a small organization, and it's a little daunting to think you're going up against some bigger nonprofits. That shouldn't concern you. Every year, we have small nonprofits who have won because they have a dedicated group of supporters who are focused and consistent. Again, it's all about letting your friends and supporters know and getting them to vote online as consistently as possible throughout the period. So now we're going to announce our early reward winners. Earlier today, we drew the names of organizations through a random number organizer, and all of the people who had submitted prior to October 28th. Each one of these winners will receive $500. The first winner is Casa de Amigos of Midland, the Crisis Center of West Texas, CASA of West Texas, Sunset Heights Baptist Church, Christmas in Action, and the American Heart Association. So I just want to tell you again, thank you for joining us. We hope you all stay safe and healthy during this time, and we look forward to announcing our winners. Good luck, everyone.